Oh, sorry. Guys, welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. I'm your boy, TheKempire, and we are live on multiple platforms. We're live backstage with TikTok. Head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. That's where we are. The majority of our listeners and watchers are. We're also live on Facebook, The Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. We're live on Twitch and Twitter at The Kempire. If you're not following me on those platforms, you're missing out. I know you're probably like, why do I have to follow you on all these platforms? Because you're getting different stuff on different platforms. We have TikTok watch parties. I put random thoughts on Twitter, some thoughts that I don't share here or I think about later or not relevant to anything else that we're talking about. And be sure to check out everything that you missed here on the YouTube channel. Yesterday, I was busy. We churned out multiple videos covering a variety of topics. Reality TV, but as you know here in the channel, we don't just talk about reality TV, we talk about a variety of pop culture news, including Young, Famous, and African. We had some tea that came out. Oh, the conversation. I love it when we can connect with our international fans, specifically our friends over in Africa. So shout out to all of you guys. Everyone in the chat, drop your crowns, drop your elephants, and let me know where you're watching from. I love to know where everyone's watching from. This is our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Don't forget to like the video. Once we get to a certain amount of likes, which will be determined by our moderators, I will drop the call-in link for the general audience. However, if you're a Royal Court member, I'll be dropping the call-in link for you first. Then our Team Kempire members as well. It's not a part of the perks of being a member, but we do it here. There will be a new tier, I promise you. By the fall, there will be a new tier with really great perks of being a member of the channel. All right, TikTok. You can also become a subscriber on TikTok because we're going to have special TikTok subscriber-only chats there. Thank you all for being here. I'm excited. It's Thursday. Where did the week go? Well, you know, first of all, we can't go through the episode without talking about Watch What Happens Live and what went down on there. And that has to do with Kathy Hilton. So Kathy Hilton was a guest along with Crystal Kung Minkoff on Watch What Happens Live last night. And you know we don't watch What Happens Live, but we do pay attention because sometimes it's important and relevant to what we're talking about here during our recaps. But it spread like wildfire last night when Kathy Hilton did not know who Lizzo was. However, she said, "Precious?" But more of you were like, "Precious?" We'll get to that in a second. I will play for you in a second. Shout out to everyone that's watching around the world. South Africa's in the building. See ya. Dublin, Ireland is in the house. Love to see it. We've got Toronto. We got the DMV. We've got Charleston, South Carolina. North Carolina's in the building. What's going on? What's going, Sanazo? Birmingham, England. What's going on? Philly. What's going on? Northampton, UK. Love it. Shout out to our mods. Trinidad is in the building. I almost went to Trinidad. It was about to be a situation. I almost had to do like a last minute trip to Trinidad. Everything worked out. I'll tell you on the podcast. Nairobi, Kenya's in the building. Oh goodness. All right. We're going to talk more about Kenya. First of all, before we even jump into the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Kathy Hilton's faux pas last night, they are filming the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion today. I can't wait because, as you know, there's been a lot of things that have been said behind Kenya and Candy's back that they're going to have to address. More than likely, I can already see Kenya and Candy being on one side. Who else? They probably put Drew with Candy and Kenya. she probably put Drew. I think Kenya and Marlo will be sitting next to Andy, but I don't believe that's really, Marlo really doesn't deserve to sit next to Andy. She just caused a lot of trouble this season. However, I don't believe she deserves to sit next to Andy. But that's a whole other conversation. But they're filming the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. I did see what Nene posted yesterday in regards to recordings that she has. Nene, at this point, drop the recordings. I'm tired of Nene keeps saying, oh, they always stop in a bag. And we believe it. There are a lot of valid things in Nene's lawsuit. But Nene, the constant, oh, they always trying to stop a bag and da-da-da-da-da-da. I got blacklisted. I try to help so many people. All right. Puerto Rico's in the chat. What's going on, Puerto Rico? I was just in Puerto Rico. When did I go to Puerto Rico, guys? I was just saying to myself, I was doing a Peloton ride and they had a Puerto Rico option to kind of just like ride through Puerto Rico. I was like, oh, Puerto Rico was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful island. Brooklyn Star says, Nene, go away. Like, I don't want Nene to go away. I really loved Nene on College Hill Celebrity Edition. But the constant saying, oh, they always try. No, girl, drop the facts. Drop the facts. But people are saying the reason why Nene is even saying what she's saying is because she may have had a loss in her lawsuit. And that's why she's talking about, oh, I have recordings. Drop those recordings, Nene. When you drop the recordings, then I'll report on that. Because I can't make another video talking about Nene. I've been blacklisted. What's going on? Kansas in the house. Love it, love it, love it. Wichita. On our TikTok. St. Louis. Is that St. Louis in the house? St. Louis, what's going on? All right. All right. Newark, New Jersey's in the house. Love to see it. Oh, love it, love it. Okay. Erica says she's going to Puerto Rico in October. That's probably a great time to go. All right. Exactly. Drop the facts, because then I'll cover the facts. I don't need to hear again that you've been blacklisted. We believe you've probably been blacklisted. All right. That's why you didn't see me do it. I did like every other video. I did a Mike Tyson video before I did that Nene video, because I was just like, I can't. It's like the same thing. If it was something new, I would have reported on it. I'm more excited about this reunion. Look, we know Bravo and NBC Universal is not innocent in this whole situation, but I think the timeliness of this says to me that something happened in court that she probably wasn't happy about. I want to see how this all plays out. I want to see how all this plays out. I would love this for Nene to come back and be on our TV screens. Maybe even Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I don't think that's going to happen. Y'all. Singapore. Love it. Carousel. What's going on? I love it. The internet is amazing. All right. Did we give enough people enough time to get into the room? I think we did. Can we get into this stuff? Hold on. Let me see if I can share my screen. Hold on. Let me see if I can share my screen and share what I want to share in regards to, okay. I think I can. All right. Let me refresh.
Precious?
No, that's not.
Precious?
No, that's not.
I don't know.
That is Lizzo.
She is precious, though. Lizzo's precious.
That's like what I call her.
Lizzo is precious.
She's precious to me.
Yes. No, Lizzo is precious.
Okay, will Kathy know this man?
I feel like I do. Precious?
No, that's not. That is Lizzo.
She is precious, though. Lizzo's precious.
That's like what I call.
Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. Look, I can take a joke. I can see how some people will find this funny. I get it. No, I completely can see how some people will find this funny. Here's the thing, though, Kathy. First of all, she's fighting off a lot of rumors from what happened during the season, saying homophobic things, saying possibly racist things. We've even did a separate video talking about how her kids have said racist things over the years. Here's the thing, and I get it. This is, here I go twerking on the fence. I can see, look, we know Kathy mixed up Garcelle this season for her sister. Okay. Here's the thing, though. There is also this trope that Black people all look alike. Okay? Also, Precious is not an actual person. It's a character. Maybe if she had said Gabourey Sidibe or the woman that played Precious in the movie, that I could probably understand more. Because some of you don't remember Gabourey Sidibe's name. And what a beautiful name it is. So I can see the mixed conversation where some of you might find this hilarious and then some of you are like, Precious is not a real person. Precious is not a real... I feel at this point, Andy Cohen is setting Kathy Hilton up to expose her. At this point, everybody was just like, Crystal tried to save her neck. She's like, yes, Lizzo is Precious. And the more they said it, the more we were all just like, just move on, just move on, just move on. But the thing that stood out to me, like I said before, I can see where some of you might find it funny. But what we've been saying for a very long time, especially like media, white media, they've gotten Black people wrong multiple times, putting the wrong picture up for the person that they're talking about. We've seen it multiple times. So this is why some Black people do not find this funny. But the most important thing that I wanted to remind people, Precious is a movie character. That's not a real person. Is Gabourey Sidibe trending? Because her name should be trending. Gabourey Sidibe. A lot of people say that Gabourey Sidibe after Precious, remember there was that whole controversy that she would not have a career after Precious. She was like a one-hit wonder. But she went on to do multiple things after that. She has such a beautiful, first of all, personality, but she's such a talented actress. Say her name today, please. Can we get that trending? Can we make sure you spell it right, though? Come on. I love her name, though. And she's a New Yorker. Gabourey Sidibe. Okay. All right. Can we move on? I'm not surprised by any of this when it comes to Kathy Hilton. And I know a lot of people are like, well, she mixes up everybody. She thought that Garcelle was her sister. Look. All right. Can we move on? All right. I'm ready to move on. I already have a headache. All right. St. Martin's watching. Love it. Oh, no. Lizzo's trending. No, Gabourey Sidibe should be trending because people need to know that the actress that played Precious, her name is Gabourey Sidibe, and she's very talented. I loved her in The Big C. Remember The Big C on Showtime? That was a really great show, too. Yes, I know she was on Empire. She was great on Empire, but Empire's, done. Let me say thank you, guys. We have quite a few super chats, and we have over 1,000 people watching. We appreciate you all taking the time out of your lunch break. I'm going to get into the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap, but honestly, I think you probably want to talk more about the things that I've already talked about than this episode, because this episode, and some of you gave me a warning, like, this episode's all about Dorit. I just can't wait for you to recap this show. And it really was. The first scene was about Dorit and PK at the dentist's office. We didn't care about that at all. That was such a waste of time. Producers, you want people to stay engaged, right? You want people to keep watching. Don't open up with Dorit and PK at the dentist. But I will say this, your dental health is important. If you listen to my podcast, you know I believe that. Your dental health is so important. Take care of your teeth. And I don't understand why it took them 2 years ago to take care of their teeth, specifically PK. You've had money for a long time. Why do rich people not take care of their teeth? No, that's the first thing you should do. Forget about Botox or anything else. Take care of your teeth. That is the window to your soul. Oh, Wendy. If you're a Wendy Nista, you know what I'm talking about. Take care of your teeth. You don't have to have perfect teeth either. Let me say thank you. We got quite a few super chats. Emilio, thank you so much for the super chat. All the way from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's in the chat. Thank you, Kempire, for always keeping me entertained. You always help me get through the rough days. Keep it. Oh, Emilio, Emilio, did you know my middle name is Emilio? Did you know that? Thank you so much, Emilio. I love that. That warms my heart so much when you guys say that. I've gotten that comment so many times in the last couple of months. That warms my heart so much. Thank you, Emilio, for the super chat. Julia, thank you so much for the super chat. Julia says, 100% agree that Andy set her up. Not funny. At this point, Kathy Hilton, I know you're watching. Get off of this show. Don't come back to Watch What Happens Live. Continue to be rich and aloof away from this because they're going to bring you down by just putting you on television. Who said Kate? Thank you so much for the super chat. Who said Kate says, wait a second, confessional, screenshot you and your background, love your art and decor. Oh, I was about to say, wait a second. Are you going to be doing a confession? Okay. All right. Thank you so much for the super chat. Who said Kate? Oh, Anne's here. Anne, thank you so much for the super chat. Anne says, sending hugs, quite pleased to catch the live. Thank you, Anne. We appreciate you being here as well. I hope you're feeling better. Okay, back to this. So let me open my notes. Okay, let's start from the top because this episode, a lot of people were saying that this episode was quite boring. When we watched this together on TikTok last night, we were saying how boring this episode was in comparison to what we've gotten so far for the season. Okay, so at the top, they start. I was about to say Doris because my autocorrect changed Dorit to Doris. Doris, we'll call it Doris today. That's more interesting than her storyline this season. But why did PK bring up the burglary and the DUI in this scene? Oh, because that's their storyline. Where's my thing? Shout out to Bravo Snarkside for this. Hold on, because you know every. I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. Shout out to Bravo Snarkside for making that for us. You guys asked for it. If you were here a few weeks ago, they were watching and they posted it. But he brought it up to the dentist. But then they're also preparing for this charity event, Homeless Not Toothless. And I know some people. I know Kyle and Erica were like, what in the hell? And all of you were like, what in the hell? Here's the thing. These people in Beverly Hills, these rich folk, probably sat together like, Homeless Not Toothless is a fantastic name. They'll love it. They'll love it. As I said to you before, dental health is so important for your heart health. It's important. So I appreciate this charity for what they're trying to do for homeless folks. I think that's really a beautiful thing. The name, I don't love the name. To be honest, it's cringy. It's cringy. But look, their efforts are important. Okay, their efforts are important. Exactly. So Southern Girl says, why did he even bring this up to the dentist? Because it's their storyline. It's their storyline. See? Okay, I'm not the only one. Homeless Not Toothless is a cringy name. It is. But what they're doing is important. What they're doing is important. So I can appreciate that. Anyways. Can we move on from Doris and PK's storyline? I'm excited for this charity event. I'm excited for this charity event that they're going to be throwing. It's all about them this week. Right. Okay, let's talk about the most. Okay, this is my face. This entire. This is my face. The entire. No, not that face. Sorry. This is my face. This entire dinner. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I love Garcelle. Sutton and Crystal meet up. Here's the thing. So they talk, first of all, when Crystal talks about how she worked for Victoria's Secret and then when she worked for Finish Line and how excited she was about her commission, like Crystal is so relatable. Crystal should be like one of everyone's favorites this season. And last season, she seemed so damn down to earth and likable. It's just not translating, especially with the whole dark comment and she should be so damn likable. Everyone should love Crystal Kung Minkoff. And I love her when she's home with her husband. Her husband loves and adores her. It reminds me of how Nina's husband looks at her from Real Housewives of Dubai. So Crystal and Sutton, who also have a genuine friendship. I love this because you feel the genuine friendship. So they talk about what went down last week. We talked about how irresponsible production and the cast was talking about Crystal's eating disorder. Okay? And wait, sidebar. The shady producers when she said, are you looking to work? When Sutton was asking, you want to come work for me? What does that sound like from The Color Purple? You want to be my maid? I'm just saying, come on. Anyone else had that vibe? You want to be my maid? And then Oprah responds, hell no. What you say? I said, hell no. What you say to Miss Menon? I said, hey, oh. Sorry. Okay, I had a Color Purple is one of my favorite movies of all time. Sorry. I had a moment. You love my sidebars, okay? All right. Please, John is reminding you guys, shout out to my mods. We need 750 likes for me to drop the link. So get to the liking, all right? Liking the video is an easy and free way of supporting the channel. I know some of you think I'm just saying that. No, it's true. Even smaller channels that I never even heard about are showing up on my algorithm. Like the video if you haven't already, okay? Sorry, I had a moment. Y'all know y'all love y'all some Color Purple too. Where did that come from? Paulette, you haven't seen The Color Purple? Go see it today. It's such a great movie. I've seen it millions of times. I haven't watched it in a few years, though. I need to watch it again. Back to this. So the serious conversation that Sutton has with Crystal is about her eating disorder. And she's just like, I'm trying to understand what's going on with you, because the ladies brought this thing up. And then we see it's earlier that day, or the day before, Diana and Lisa Rinna do damage control. Well, Lisa Rinna, I want to tell you guys that, we spoke about your eating disorder, probably to get ahead of it, because Lisa Rinna knows that this was filmed. She wasn't that drunk. But she doesn't remember saying get the F out of my house to Sutton, or F you to Sutton. Oh, a bunch of you guys need to go see The Color Purple. Come on now. Do we need to do a little watch party of The Color Purple? Just saying. I'll do it. I love that movie. Anyways. So they do a little damage control. I believe Diana, Madam Diana, really genuinely loves and cares for Crystal. She wasn't there during this previous this cringy conversation from last week's episode. But you can see in Sutton's eyes the genuine care and concern for Crystal. And she says, I don't know if they were really concerned. She felt like they were being very judgmental. And judgmental is not the word that we were thinking of, right? I don't think we were thinking that they were being judgmental. I don't believe that they didn't believe her for her eating disorder. I feel like they were just using it as fodder to have a moment. They were using it for a scene because none of them have a storyline. So that's what I believe. I don't believe they were just being judgmental. I believe they were being judgmental, but I also feel like they were, I don't even know what the word is, disgusting. Speaking of her eating disorder. And Crystal, we talked about this when we were talking about Jackie from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And I said, these women aren't being supportive enough. I feel like she shouldn't be on the show, Jackie. But more than ever, from what I could tell with Crystal, these ladies are definitely not your friend. These ladies will use this against you. And that makes me really concerned for Crystal Kung-Minkoff, because like she said, she has a disorder. This is not going to just go away. And we appreciate her talking about this, because she said in the after show that a lot of women older than her have been reaching out to her and saying, no one knows that I've had this struggle. So there is a benefit to her sharing her story, but I'm concerned for her own mental health and physical health being on the show with these ladies talking about it. That's just me, though. Let me take a sip. Guys, if you haven't already, this is the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're live here on YouTube. We're also live on Facebook, the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. We're live on Twitch and Twitter and TikTok behind the scenes. We appreciate you guys being here as well. Keep tapping your screens. Thank you guys for following. Yeah, so if you look at Sutton's face in that conversation when Crystal breaks down about her disorder, you could see that, first of all, Sutton was trying to fight back tears, but you could see the genuine concern. And look, I know people are like, oh, you're just a Sutton lover and you're team Sutton. But no, I could tell that Sutton is genuine, unlike some of these fake and phony Fox Force, whatever you want to call them, flunkies. She genuinely cares about the friendships that she has. She genuinely cares about Garcelle. She genuinely cares about Crystal. You know what I don't care about? Asher every time on my screen. Why are we getting so much of Asher? First of all, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say something nice. Asher has a fantastic voice. Great. But now are we trying to promote Asher's new album on this show? It's giving Sergio. From Real Housewives of Dubai. Beautiful voice. Very talented. I cringe when she says, what did she say? She referred to him as her son. He's a little naive. He's a child. And I said to myself, would I refer to the man that I'm with as a child? Because that would be weird. That would be weird. She talked about her miscarriage in this scene and how the miscarriage brought them even closer together. Their scenes are so cringy. I don't enjoy them. I watch them because I'm doing a recap of this show. Other than that, I probably would never talk about these people. I probably would not watch these people. Boy can sing, though. I'm not gonna lie. He grew up on Broadway. He's a little naive. You know, I'm more confrontational. Girl, every time you've confronted someone, it's been cringy. It's not like you're good at confronting people. She swears that she's so good. And you being allergic to stores, I need you to take a Zyrtec and go into the store so someone can help you, because your fashion is not fashioning. Please take a Zyrtec. Thank you. Let's move on. Let's move on. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We will be live later today for our Real Housewives of Dubai recap, so stay tuned for that. If you are a Royal Court member, head on over to the community tab in just a moment. I will be dropping the call-in link for you guys to have first access to call in and share your thoughts. And if you're a Team Kempire member, I'll be dropping the link shortly thereafter for that. And as you guys always know, don't forget to check out the Coldest Water website, okay? Because they have more things than just water bottles. They have things like coolers. They have things for your pets. Head on over to coldest.com, but don't forget to use the discount code KEMP10. That's KEMP10 for 10% off your order. So many of you have been getting your Coldest water bottles, and we appreciate you because, as you know, when you purchase something and using that discount code, you're helping to support our channel so that we're able to continue to elevate and do so much more, not just on YouTube, but on so many other platforms where our community congregates, on TikTok, on Discord, on Twitter, all those places. We're able to elevate what we do. We're able to give more time to what we do here. Okay, so thank you all for that. All right, Lily on Facebook says I fast forward. I'm glad that you can. I really, you know. Christy on Facebook also says he really grew up. Hold on. Deborah says Diana's outfit was straight from the 90s. She's so new money. She's so new money. I can't. Let me say thank you. We had a super chat. And thank you so much for another super chat. Ann says, I actually had the same dentist as Doritos. He also has an office in London. Hashtag sidebar. Oh, see, Ann? I was about to say he has an accent. So I figured, okay. So maybe that's how they know PK and Dorit. Thank you, Ann, for the super chat. And thank you for the tea. Okay? Not the tracksuit mafia fashions. I don't love it. She swears that she's so high end. I'm just like, no, it's not fashioning, my dear. It's not. All right. Can we? So Kyle and Erica get stretched. Another nothing scene. And I know a lot of you are like, oh my gosh. Let's fast forward through that scene. Okay. Kyle, I'm so over Kyle. And this only started last season. I didn't mind Kyle the previous season. Yes, she had some annoying moments, but this really started for me last season. It's very clear that the producers have given Kyle the go-ahead to produce these multiple moments. But Kyle's saying that she has what did she say she has? She has hyper mobility syndrome. And all of you said, oh, well, she's double jointed. There's always something with Kyle. Why she loves to do the splits. Okay, Kyle. But then they start talking about Garcelle and how Garcelle is, she's bringing up that she thinks that you have a drinking problem. And Erica's like, I don't like this narrative. Hold on. Wait, which one? Hold on, y'all. I don't like this narrative. I don't like this. Because, she talks like a robot. But here's the thing. I didn't love the fact that you're trying to make Garcelle seem like she's a villain. You said yourself, Erica, that you are in crisis. So if you're in crisis and drinking and mixing pills, then your friends should be concerned because you're not supposed to do that. We've had multiple healthcare experts say it. You're not supposed to. Literally says it on the bottle of your pills. But you literally said that you were in crisis and you told multiple people that you blacked out and bumped your head. They should be concerned. The one person that really is concerned and looking out for you is Garcelle. And she's not trying to make it a storyline like your friends are. Even Lisa Rinna did an intervention. So they should be concerned. So I don't love how they're trying to make it seem like Garcelle's trying to spread like she's an alcoholic. I don't know what you are. I'm not an expert in that field, but you clearly said that you are in crisis and you're using alcohol. That means that you're abusing alcohol. When you're in crisis, that's not healthy. That's not healthy. And when you're drunk, you're saying the most nasty and crazy things, and you're attacking people. You're attacking people's children. You were saying cringeworthy things about Crystal's eating disorder. Like, girl, it's not like you're just drinking and having a good time and nothing's going on in your life. So that scene, that was the part in that scene with Kyle and Erica that annoyed me. I was just like, you're making it out as if Garcelle is trying to make, being judgmental. I think it's a little, wait, hold on. I think it's a little judgmental, you think? Fast forward. As you guys see, I wore my black and my gold. I wore my black and my gold for Dorit's party, Doris's party. We want to call her Doris from now on. We want to call her Doris. She looked great, though. I love her home that she rents. She rents that. She doesn't own that. Allegedly. I'll just say allegedly. She doesn't rent. Just saying. Oh my gosh. So the party. So there are a few things that came out in this party. First of all, can we talk about Mauricio and PK's conversation? I like the belt. The Versace belt was cute. I usually don't love those gaudy things, especially like the Gucci little big buckle and stuff. But the Versace one was kind of cute. I was like, But then where am I going? I would have to wear it on live around my head for you guys to see it. When things open back up and we have our meet and greets around the world, then I'll get the Versace belt. I thought it was cute. I love an all black. You know I love an all black. Okay? So I put on the gold. I put on some gold. Look. Okay? Put on some gold. For the theme, for Doris's theme. So this is the Homeless Not Toothless charity event. Melissa Etheridge came through. Love Melissa Etheridge. My 90s dream came true. Because not my 90s dream. I'm being dramatic. Here we go. Being very dramatic. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm being dramatic. But I love the 90s. We had some of the best music. Melissa Etheridge was a part of that. Come to my window. Just Just saying. But the conversation between PK and Mauricio, where he's like, if you had to choose between, if we didn't include our wives, who did it the best? Mauricio did not hesitate. Mauricio, you're not going to help with these rumors that you're having an affair with Doris. You're not going to. He says immediately, your wife, Dorito. He's like, no, not including our wives. Not including our wives. Damn it, do you want my wife, Mauricio? Would you guys want to see Mauricio and Doris together? Just asking for a friend. The friend is Mauricio. Sorry. Well, then I was also surprised. PK was like, Erica. And Mauricio was like, Rinna. That was cringy. That was a cringy conversation. Why are we talking about other people's wives like this right now? Ew. I didn't like that. That was such a cringy scene. Cringy. Someone said beautiful couple. Karen says beautiful. They would be a beautiful couple. But I really do like Mauricio and Kyle together too. Kyle, I do. I do like you guys together. I think you are a beautiful couple and you have beautiful children. But, all right, let me focus. Oh, Brandy says Kyle's coming for you, Kempire. Let her come. Kyle is only good behind the scenes. Kyle is not good on confrontation. She's not good on, confrontation. Let her come. Other housewives have been trying to come for me this week. Y'all don't want this smoke. I'm a very kind person. There's a lot of stuff that I don't say that I could say about a lot of these housewives. You don't think that people drop me tea all the time? I'm not one of those people that like, oh my gosh, I got tea. I want the exclusive. Blah, blah. No. I don't drop everything. I know some of you think I'm still malicious. It's okay. At the end of the day, you're not going to please everyone. Kyle, I'm just saying. Your husband, you should be more mad at your husband. Just saying. All right. Let me say thank you, and then we'll move on. Julie, thank you so much for another super chat. Julie says, need to catch the replay after 1:30, but in your background, do you ever change your tic-tac-toe? It always catches my eye. And what is the statue for? Which statue? Which one? I got a few statues back there. Thank you, Julie. Wait, Julie, you're referring to like the Emmy and the Oscar? They're not real. We've talked about this. These are physical manifestations of what I will achieve. I ain't trying to front for the gram like some people. Thank you, Julie, for the super chat. And thank you so much for another super chat. Ann says, the dentist is all about that exposure. The Doritos did not pay for the second veneer set. Hence why I stopped frequenting. Very quid pro quo office. Damn. I kind of got that feeling though. But we're not surprised. We're not surprised by this. Damn, Ann. Not Ann coming with the tea. So for those that are wondering who Ann's referring to, she's talking about the dentist in the first scene that we got to see, and then he came to the party. She's saying the dentist is all about that exposure. The Doritos did not pay for the second veneer set. Hence why I stopped frequenting. Very quid pro quo office, allegedly. Because I just want to point something out. Someone's being sued on YouTube, right? A YouTuber's being sued right now by Miss Robbie from Sweetie Pies. By something that not you guys, but a caller said. I haven't done that story. I just haven't had the time. That's a mess. Ooh, ciao. Sonia, thank you so much for the super chat. Sonia says that Kyle was really trying to force an epic moment at the dinner. Desperate. Dropped in to get that off my psyche. Thank you, Sonia. And thank you for the segue. Because that heated conversation is sparked because of Kyle. A producer's pet. I know we say this, but according to sources that have reached out to me, that's the truth. They plot and plan these scenarios before the season starts. And very much all of it jokingly say, oh, she's a producer. No, she literally is. Just not credited, allegedly. Thank you for the super chat, Sonia. Melinda, thank you so much for the super chat. And look at you, beautiful. Oh, my Lord. She says, my neighbor's name is Doris. Thanks to you, I'll be thinking about Dorito every time I wave at my neighbor. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat. Karithika, thank you so much for the super chat. Where are you watching from, Karithika? Is this... Oh, wait, are you watching from South Korea? Thank you so much for the super chat. Karithika says, the disdain I have for Kyle Richards has reached its peak. She's everything she accused LVP of being, but much less classy and way more disgusting. I agree. Speaking of LVP, did you guys see the LVP moment that we got? Hold on, let me just save this super chat and I'll get back to you, Adam, in a second. That guy, what was his name? I wrote his name down. Hold on. I wrote his name down. What was his name? Oh, Dwight. Apparently, Dwight's no longer friends with LVP either. But you know what I'm thinking in my head, and I'm not an LVP stan. What did Dwight do? That now PK was like, nah, you've come over to our team. The fact that you can even say that as a grown-ass man says a lot more about you than it does about LVP. Okay? What did Dwight do? That's what I want to know. LVP, can you let us know what Dwight did? Thank you. They at every turn want to bring up LVP. Just bring LVP back, but LVP doesn't want to come back. All right, Bravo, do me a favor. Cancel Vanderpump Rules. No one cares anymore. That will force LVP to come back. That would force her. Trust me, because LVP, we love her, but she also loves the camera. Cancel Vanderpump Rules, because all of you said that is terrible. Some of you want me to review it, and I'm like, why? Some of you said I shouldn't review it. I'm not interested. I've never been interested in Vanderpump Rules. Cancel it and bring LVP back. LVP would definitely come back if they cancel Vanderpump Rules. LVP. You heard it here first. Okay. So this party. So Kyle starts the conversation, which leads to Lisa Rinna getting activated and attacking Sutton again. Sutton has apologized to Lisa Rinna multiple times. Just when she thinks that it's done, it's not done. And her not remembering that she said F you to Sutton. They all were there. The cameras were there. It's like, I don't remember saying that. And then saying, why didn't you apologize to Harry? We thought we were done with this. And then after, like, why didn't you apologize to Harry? She's like, well, I text Harry after the fact. I didn't want to make this about me. And she literally, again, she's always finding something. Oh, you didn't apologize to Harry. Oh, well, I want a public apology. Okay, you're just never, ever happy, Lisa Rinna. Never, ever happy. Oh, Theo says that VEPR looks so boring. That's why I never got into it. I know some of you are begging me to do it. Some of you are shady too with your begging. I don't see every comment, but I see some of the shady ones. Shady. Okay, you know who you are. So at no point can Lisa Rinna win. And she's like, you did not text Harry. Of course. Sutton has her receipt. She's like, here's my text. This is what I said to Harry. But what she doesn't realize, the text probably went to Harry, but it didn't go to the burner phone that that Lisa Rinna used to text her hate and disdain for Sutton. You remember the text message. And we all said, that wasn't Harry Hamlin. That was you, Lisa Rinna. That was you. So Lisa Rinna, after the performance from Melissa Etheridge, come to my window. Sorry. She has her moment. Here's the thing. I believe that she is, of course, grieving her mom, Lois. But so many people are going to point out, okay, you're going to use Lois's death as your excuse for your bad behavior now. But what was your excuse before all of this? This has been you. You literally did this to Garcelle about the sauce. Why didn't you text Harry about the sauce? Like, what was your excuse then? You constantly are trying to find an excuse and using poor Lois, may she rest in peace, who everyone loved more than you. You know you were thinking it. You're constantly using that as an excuse this season. And you also are blaming the producers for not showing your grieving process this season. You don't want them to show your grieving process. You want them to just show you on screen, because you were like, everyone has been tweeting you saying, oh, we didn't get any Lisa Rinna this episode. Oh, and it still was a really good episode. Breaks down. Really, she was really trying to get those tears out. I saw tears from Kathy Hilton before I saw them from Lisa Rinna. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. But I do believe that she's grieving her mom. But I don't believe that's the reason why she's been lashing out at Sutton. All of them have been lashing out at Sutton because they all had a meeting before this season that, oh, we're going to go after Sutton this season. A lot of you have been saying that this episode was boring. How would you guys rate it? I have posted the poll in the Kempire Daily YouTube live chat. What is the rating? Let me see what you guys are voting so far. Ooh, 47% of you. But we have, how many people are in the chat? We have over almost 1,700 people in the building, guys. We need to get to 750 likes. Liking the video is an easy and free way of supporting not just my channel, but also your channel. They watch. Your channel. For people to discover your channel, specifically smaller channels. So be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Let's get to over 1,000 likes. They were almost at 1,000 likes. 47% of you guys voted between 4 and 6 is how you would rate this episode out of 10. Okay, let me say, all right, the live chat's voting. Okay, the live chat's voting. Okay, all right. Let me see. Let me just say thank you. And, oh, you know what? Before I say thank you for the super chats, guys, I'm going to drop the call-in link for our Royal Court members first. Royal Court members, go to the community tab. I'm going to drop the call-in link here. And, guys, don't forget, we will be live later today, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, for our Real Housewives of Dubai recap. So stay tuned for that. The link is now available. Let me just post this here. All right. And callers, I know I say this every time, but I'm going to say it again. I'm not pulling up any sort of timer. I'm not doing that. Please pick out the most important thing that you want to discuss, and let's move on so other people can call in. All right? Thank you. All right. Royal Court members, I've dropped the call-in link, and shortly thereafter, I will be dropping the call-in link for Team Kempire members. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Call-in link. All right. Okay. And then I probably will drop it on Facebook first. So you better have liked the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. Oh, look at me getting slick. I'm going to drop it there before I drop it to the general audience. All right, Facebook, don't forget to don't fail me. Like the video or go on to Facebook right now and follow me on the Kempire or Kempire Daily. Follow me on both. All right. I'm going to post it there. All right, we already have quite a few people backstage. Let me just say thank you. We got a few super chats, guys. Let me just say thank you, Julie. Thank you for the super chat. All right, no. Julie says, thank you for another super chat, Julie. Julie says, okay, one last serious question. Please tell me you see the resemblance of Caitlyn Jenner and Kathy Hilton. Must have gone to the same plastic surgeon. Everyone says that. I can see it. I can definitely see it. Thank you for the super chat. Karithika, thank you so much for another super chat. She says, I'm from, New Delhi. Okay. New Delhi, it's nearly 11 p.m. and I have work tomorrow, but can't miss your tea. Big hug. Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember where you're watching from. And I can't wait to get back to India. That is definitely, I think, my plan for 2023. Fingers crossed. Thank you for the super chat, Karithika. Adam from Dubai. Are you in Dubai right now? Thank you for the super chat. He says, don't worry, Kempire. I'll drag the fraudulent doctor later on your behalf. He's talking about Sarah from Real Housewives of Dubai. Thanks, Adam. And thank you so much for another super chat. And says, we have donated to Homeless Not Toothless before. Sharon Stone was in Monaco raising funds. She's a great friends with the prince, all allegedly. Oh, wait. Anne, I can't wait to meet Anne in London. Anne, because Anne's going to have all the things to let me know. Okay. Kara, thank you so much for the super chat. Kara says that, hold on. I love Leo season Kempire. I don't know if you were saying that sarcastically. Don't you have a son that's a Leo? I love Leo season too. Shout out to everyone that's celebrating a birthday. Happy Leo season. We're about to move into Virgo season. Wish all of us luck. Wish all of us luck with the Virgos, but we appreciate that. Oh, damn. Autumn says, please track the fraud. You know what? Come on, y'all. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. We have quite a few people already backstage. Was there anything else that I want to say about this episode? No, there was nothing else that I wanted to say. Let me take a sip. Okay. Gabriella, I'm going to bring you up first, but hold on. Let me just change this to our callers. There we go. Ooh, there we go. All right. Gabriella, I'm going to bring you up first. Hold on. What's going on, Gabriella?
Hello.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Comme je dis souvent, bonjour, monsieur le coquin. For you. It's a kinky.
Okay, I only know bonjour.
Bonjour. Coquin is calling kinky. In coquin, it's called kinky. It's like where you are kinky. First, I want to say one thing about the dentist. He said on the show, I had 3 kids. I discovered I do a DNA test, 23andMe, everything like that. He discovered he had 3 kids, not with his wife, because he was a donor, and we see this little conversation is the beginning of the show. I don't see any people, pin on it, but I see that. And this kid, he say on national TV, he has other kid because he was a donor in a bank like that. I think it's a little bit cringy also with the name of the charity, Homeless for the Toothless.
Yeah.
But 2, Lisa Rinna, she thinks she was in her soap now. She thinks she play in a soap because the scene we have, it's maybe an Emmy, like Eileen, everything like that. But she is crying like she was in a soap opera.
I felt that way too. I mean, I didn't want to say it, but since we've said it, now we've said it.
We said it, and and we see the scene when the friend of Crystal sent her a text message when she see Lisa Rinna crying because it was very cringy. You do that in the middle of the charity.
Yeah.
Very strange. And Kyle, she's enabling. And for the scene between Mauricio and Piqué with the Versace belt, it's very strange vibe. Very, very strange vibe. Like when a guy give someone he like a gift, not in friendship, but more in more relationship, more intimate. And the Dorit thing, it's Dorit thing.
Okay.
We don't know. It's just that. Have a good day, everybody.
You
and
too.
We have a heat wave in Paris.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
All right. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I've just remembered TikTok, I have to end the live because you're not going to be able to hear the callers. We're still working out that issue with the mixer, but stay tuned. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for tapping your screens. Thank you to everyone that's someone says Virgo, yay. You know what? Okay, Virgos. Like I mean, Virgos are air signs. We appreciate them. All right, someone said, well, hold on, wait. Let me just say thank you. We got a super chat. Thank you so much, Adrian, for the super chat. Or Adrian? I'm not sure. Says that character holding their head in their hands saying incredible. Oh, wait, did you have a character? Is that what it was? Oh, okay. Oh, incredible. All right. Thank you for the super chat, Adrian. All right, guys, we will be dropping the call-in link for the general audience, once we get to 750 likes, okay? So be sure to like the video if you haven't already. We're taking callers from our membership. If you haven't become a member, you can head on over to TheKempire.com/join. If you're watching from YouTube, just click the join button. All right, let me end this live TikTok. All right, back to business. We have quite a few people backstage. Again, guys, those of you backstage, no profanity, no derogatory statements. Everything that they're saying is alleged. Okay? All right. And they do not represent the thoughts and opinions of myself or the Kempire LLC. All right? Tiana, I'm going to bring you up next. What's going on, Tiana?
Hey, what's today? Today's Thursday?
Thursday. There we go.
Thank God. Who we almost there. Okay, real quick. I'm going to be quick because I know you got to eat. I think that, and I kind of have a question for you. Do you think the reason why they're not talking about Erica's legal struggles is that was probably one of the things in her contract for coming back? Like, okay, yes, I'll come back, but we're not going to discuss this? Because I don't understand how you have Kyle, Brenna, and Erica have all of the audacity in the world to try and pick on Sutton, pick on Garcelle, but girl, you over here trying to keep some earrings with stolen money. And so I just don't understand. It's just the audacity. And it's like watching the scene last night is I get that this is reality TV, but there is still a time and a place.
Yeah.
And you're over here shouting across the table. First of
all, you saw those guests?
You have producer Kyle, right? You got producer Kyle causing all of this. And I love how when everyone was like, well, when Brenna was like, well, who started it? Everyone was like, Kyle.
Then she's like, she gave us this face. Hold on, wait. I had the face here. Where is it? Hold on.
I can't, and I don't know if maybe we've never noticed how just Kyle is, but this season is coming out more and more. And it's just like you have Brenna, look at me at work getting an email. Anyway. But it's just like you have Brenna yelling across the table at Sutton. And, it's funny, Andy had posted on Twitter last night, like, we're getting ready for the reunion. What are some questions that you guys might have? And it was just so crazy looking at people like, you need to ask Garcelle, why is she always defending Sutton? Why is she always butting into Sutton's business? Because that's my friend. That's what I do. And if guess what? My friend might not be comfortable with confrontation, but this one over here, give me all the confrontation.
Yeah.
And I think, and it's like, and it's not that Sutton can't hold her own because she can.
She clearly shown it.
I just think that Sutton Sutton really just takes a second. She thinks about what she wants to say and she wants to make sure that it comes out correct.
Yeah.
But these women just kind of bulldoze her. So then it looks like Sutton can't hold her own. But if I'm Garcelle, no, everyone be quiet. And let my friend say what she needs to say when she needs to say it and at the pace that she wants to say it.
Yeah.
Because you guys aren't going to bully her.
Yeah. I agree.
So we all need
I saw
like
Cherie,
ourselves.
though. I saw the Us Magazine article recently. I didn't get a chance to read through all of it. But basically, they were Cherie was saying that she was always cleaning up Sutton's mess. And I can kind of see where she might believe that. But everyone's had their eye on you, Cherie. We didn't miss you this episode. Anyone miss Cherie this episode? Anyone miss? Oh, Tiana dropped out. I'm talking to myself. Cherie, and I'm not saying that Cherie needs to defend her friend because her friend doesn't need any defending. Garcelle can defend herself. But I can see where she might believe that she's cleaning up Sutton's mess. But I feel like Sutton has come out strong in this episode. Not this episode, this season. This episode too. I don't feel like Sutton necessarily needed Garcelle, but everyone needs a friend that's going to be there to have their back. Everyone. So I don't feel like Garcelle's cleaning up anyone's mess. She's being a real friend. Ooh, Claire says, Cherie is flip-flopping so much, I'm having motion sickness. And nobody missed Cherie. Damn, Cherie. Nobody missed you. Oh, my gosh. All right. Damn, there's a lot of no's. You probably even forgot that Cherie was supposed to be on the show. She had COVID. A lot of these ladies were getting COVID during this time. A lot of them were, when they saw each other, like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in forever. Because they had COVID. Well, look well. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to say hello to our moderators. They are here when we have almost 2,000 people watching our recap of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And shout out to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. Team Kempire members, if you're on that level of the membership, that tier of the membership, I have posted the call-in link for you also on the community tab on YouTube. Once we get to 750 likes, I'll be posting the call-in link for the general audience. It is our subscribers only live chat, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We're already at 157 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. And be sure to check out all of what you missed yesterday. I kept you guys busy yesterday. We had like 5 new videos, and I posted a couple of videos on my TikTok. That's somewhere that you guys should also be checking out for under a minute recaps, live watch parties, and so much more. All right. Brooklyn Star's backstage. I'm going to bring her up next. Hold on. What's going on, Brooklyn Star?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. This episode was boring. I actually watched 10 minutes and I stopped and I just watched it this morning. I decided I will just watch Dubai in real time and not watch Beverly Hills. It was just so boring.
Wow.
And I cannot believe those teeth are what made you procreate with PK. You couldn't possibly tell me you put your mouth on PK's mouth with those teeth. They were beyond disgusting. They crack on Lisa Vanderpump all the time about having halitosis. You can't tell me you couldn't smell PK's mouth from the door with those teeth. They were disgusting. That they got those teeth for free. There's no way I'm showing those teeth on TV.
Yeah.
I think I'm tired of seeing Mauricio and PK. I'm tired of them all. It was just not that interesting of a show. I kind of like Crystal, but I think Crystal needs to be off the show to get herself together. If you can find the time to be on call times and be at dinners and things like that, you can find the time to try to gather yourself mentally to see what your next steps are. Nobody wants to rush your process, but you don't need to be on this show. Like, it's not like your health is more important. Go figure that out and then come back. It's weird. Why? I think they need to have a family meeting and just figure out her next steps. She doesn't need to be on here, until she's better. I'm tired of Diana and her boyfriend, her fiance, her husband, whoever he is. I get creep vibes when women that are attracted to boys. I think Fallon that was on Atlanta too. Like, when you're attracted to guys that look like boys or act like boys, I get creeped out by that type of behavior. I don't know. It's weird. And she acted like she was his mom.
Yeah.
And
she referred to him as he's a child.
Yeah, and he was. I was like, look at her wasting that caviar on this child. He don't want it. He want chicken fingers.
Oh wait, chicken fingers sound good. Am I a child? Am I the drama? Wait.
No, but I was just like, he's a child. He needs to be with kids his own age. I was like, oh my God.
Kids his own age.
Nothing gives masculine about him. I'm just like, ugh. And Lisa, I could tell you why they don't give her a full time on on that soap opera. Her Billy, oh God, Billy is acting a fool and
Days of Our Lives.
Yes, Days of Her Life. That's why she can never have full-time status. Her acting is so awful. I was looking at her like, Lisa, stop. She's using her mom's death as an excuse to this day. Lisa's just not a good person. Oh my God. I thought she got paralyzed in that scene. I'm like, she's not crying. What's wrong with her? And Garcelle, stop babysitting these women, okay? You checked Erica because of the issues with your son, but what I'm not going to do is be here monitoring what grown people do. You checked her for what she needed to be checked on, then let her go. Let her go. Because monitoring what she's doing, let her act a fool. Let her bother one of her real friends and let them flip on her, but stop monitoring Erica. Leave her alone. Okay. And Sutton, I like when she has her receipts. I like when she puts on her glasses. Boy, Sutton knows a lot of stuff about a lot of people. I would leave Sutton alone. I don't know who gives her her information, but Sutton knows all of their dirt. I wish they would just leave her alone. But that's it.
All right. All right, Brooklyn Star, thank you so much for calling in. Bye.
Bye.
I love how Brooklyn Star says, that's it, after she read them down. That's all I wanted to say. Okay. All right. We appreciate that. We love you, Brooklyn Star. We love when you call in. But I was like, she's like all sweet too. That's it. After she hurt their feelings. You know they watch. Okay. Hurt their feelings. Now we all talking about chicken fingers. That might be dinner tonight, y'all. Just saying. All right. We have quite a few people backstage again, but if you're a member of the channel, head on over to TheKempire.com/join to become a member. But if you're our member, I have dropped the call-in link on the community tab on Kempire Daily. We are almost at 750,000 likes. However, we have almost 2,000 people in the building watching on multiple platforms. So be sure to like the video if you haven't already. It's an easy and free way of supporting our channel. I love when I see that someone dislikes the video and then the dislike disappears. Do you guys do it by accident? It's okay. Thank you so much. This could have been an email. I love this name. Says, this could have been an email says, we, Taurus, are supposed to like Virgo Kempire. They are Earth too. They keep it real and know the tea because they eavesdrop. Sutton is a Virgo, by the way. I do love Virgos, but they can be a lot. I can get why some people might, I'm always saying this, when I need a Virgo, I need to organize something. Like, I love a Virgo, but they are, would I date one? Probably not. They are high strung, but we love a Virgo. They are our Earth sign brother and sisters. Okay. Mander, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you supporting the channel as well. Samara, thank you so much for the super chat. Samara says, didn't miss her in regards to Cherie and her counterfeits. Damn. Thank you, Diana, for the reminder, guys. Don't forget, they do not represent my opinions or my LLC or Google/YouTube. Okay. All right, we're gonna get to some more callers. We reached our goal of. No, they are not my match. He says, Kempire, Virgo is your match, Kempire. No, they're not. I've tried it. All right, let me drop the call-in link. Then I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Okay? Because, all this water. Let me drop the link there. All right, we have quite a few people backstage. Again, no profanity, no derogatory statements. Straight to the point. Let's not go through the entire cast. The most important detail that you want to talk about. All right. Phoenix, I'm going to bring you up next. Hold on. What's going on, Phoenix?
Hey, you know how I'm always complaining about the West Coast? I don't know if you remember, but I am back in New York City, and boy, it feels good.
Oh,
it feels good.
indefinitely?
So yes, honey, because I ran out of there like a bat out of hell. I needed to be back with the people. But of course, I come back, and it's like 100 degrees all week, so...
Damn.
But I'm dying because you got me out here taking notes while I'm watching the episode because I was like, I got to get to the point because I'm always going on a rant. But the main thing I want to say is I don't like Rinna comparing her daughter's eating disorder to Crystal. I feel like it's very insensitive. She's like, well, my daughter got help. Well, you maybe gave your daughter help. Your daughter's a lot younger. Your daughter hasn't been going through this for decades. I just felt like it was so insensitive to be like, oh, well, I know everything about it and it's going to be fine. And also, going to a therapist isn't going to solve everything, right? Like Crystal has a lot of work to do herself. It just seems very insensitive how they're like, well, go get help. That's not how psychiatric illness works.
Yeah. And that's what Crystal was saying to Sutton.
Right. And it just seems like they don't care. They're like, oh, just go and fix it. And there have been people who even think that Lisa potentially also has an eating disorder or something like that. So, I mean, it's just like, take care of your own home. Like, obviously give Crystal resources, but don't act like, it's just going to be something. I mean, this is like decades of trauma. Maybe Crystal doesn't have family that's going to support her the way that Lisa supported her kids. So, But anyway, other than that, all I was going to say is at the end, when that white woman came out singing, I had no idea who she was.
Not that white woman. Come on. Her name is Melissa Etheridge. She was huge in the 90s.
I was born in the 90s, so maybe that's why I don't know. But the song
Not be showing my age.
The song sounded familiar, but when she came out, I was like, who? But that's it. Anyway,
like Kathy?
Take care.
All right, Phoenix. Thank you for calling in. I'm always blindsided when because my niece was born in the 90s. So I'm like, damn, those folks are in their 20s now. Like they can drink. Damn. But you really should go listen to what's the name of the song? Come to My Window by Melissa Etheridge and some other songs. But that was a great song. And I like how she stripped it down for this performance. She still sounds really, really good. Shout out to Melissa Etheridge. What the hell are you doing on this show? and Kyle's reaction to her, Kyle is such a fan. Sometimes it's just so. I mean, I'm sure artists appreciate when someone acts like that, but then at the same time, it's just like, Kyle, stop. Like you've never seen a famous person in your life before. Just saying. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and I'll be right back because we have a long line of people backstage. We're taking callers, and we're talking about the latest episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. If you haven't already, be sure to share this video. Be sure to like this video. Replay crew, I want to know what you thought of the episode, how you would rate the episode. What do you think of the season so far? Andy Cohen did post a tweet asking for your questions. Oh, backtracking to what one of the callers said earlier in regards to, do you think it was in Erica's contract that you couldn't talk about the legal stuff? No, I think the producers would love it if the ladies brought up the legal stuff. But as I said to you before, I honestly believe these ladies gather together before the season starts and says, this is what we're going to talk about. Again, we wouldn't have had the season that we had last season if Garcelle and Sutton didn't ask those questions. But Sutton's like, I'm not doing it again this year. She was just done with it. She didn't want to carry another season, yet she's doing it without even knowing that she's doing it. So I think that's what it is. I think the producers would love it. They would love it if Sutton or Garcelle brought it up, or the other ladies, but they're not. As we know that she's still dealing with all of this stuff right now. All right. Break time. I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to leave you guys with this face because this was my face during this dinner. Not this face. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep it like this, and this is the perfect song. This is Echo with Tongue Tie, guys. I'll be right back. Right, producers. The music was good. The music was good. We were vibing out. Okay, that was Echo with Tongue Tied. I'll play more of it at the end of this live. Guys, if you haven't already, we have over, how many people do we have? We have almost 2,000 people watching on multiple platforms. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to share this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. It is a subscribers only live chat on YouTube. If you're not following us there, you're getting daily and consistent content in a variety of different areas. We will be live later today for our Real Housewives of Dubai recap as well. Lots to say there, a lot to unpack there as well. All right, and don't forget to say hello to our moderators, guys, and don't forget to say hello to each other. Okay, let me move back. Sharon's backstage. We're gonna bring up Sharon next as our next caller. What's going on, Sharon?
How you doing, Kempire?
I'm well.
Good. I'm not gonna talk long because my baseball game is getting ready to come on at 2:00.
Okay, we won't hold you. What do you want to say, Sharon?
You know, when Kyle was kept making that scene go on, and Sutton said, "Didn't we say we didn't want to talk about it here?" And those other people were like looking, and they were like, "Oh," and Crystal was so embarrassed, and it was funny, but at that moment, I just want to snatch Kyle. Just snatch her by the neck. I'm like, woo, it's a good thing I wasn't at that charity event because I would have snatched her.
Well, then you would have set off a whole situation.
I sure would have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
That
Sharon.
was just ridiculous. Did she not know where she was at?
No, she's producing a show.
Oh Lord, bad producer making it seem like that. I would have just had just to shut her up. I'd had to snatch her.
Okay. All right, Sharon. Well, your
Yep.
baseball game's about to start. We appreciate you calling in.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye. All right, Dewan's up next. We're gonna bring Dewan up. What's going on, Dewan?
Hey, what's up, Kempire?
Not much. How you doing?
I I thought this was a decent episode. What was hilarious was Dwight when they were showing the flashback of him pushing Ken into the pool.
Yes.
I thought he was about to drown on the camera. Like that was hilarious in the shallow end. Everybody knows not to push people in the shallow end, but also you mentioned Sutton. I actually don't think she showed a backbone at all this season.
Oh.
It's almost laughable. She nearly tripped and fell trying to run over and kiss Lisa Rinna. And I'm like, this is the same woman that just told you to get the F out of her house. Like, why are you running over to hug and kiss her?
She also says I love you, Lisa.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, I get you want to be friends, but at the same time, I feel like she's disrespected you to a point where you should, just assert some sort of authority.
Okay.
Because it was just interesting, and it all played into the end. Obviously, everybody crying around, and it was cringe to watch, but it was fun to see Kyle sit on the outside and just laugh. Like you could tell she was drunk. She may have hit Mauricio's pen before she got there because she was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy this." But overall, it was a decent episode.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Dewan, for calling in. All right. I mean, I have to disagree with Dewan though. I can see what Dewan is saying because there are moments that I wish that Sutton would go harder, but that's not who Sutton is. So Sutton goes hard in her own way. Oh, sidebar. I was watching the after show. Kyle talking about how Sutton bring up the charity event was, she went too far, blah, blah, blah. Sutton was just she was just reiterating what Lisa Rinna was saying. Oh, they've been invited by Elton John to that party multiple times. I love how they keep saying that both Harry and Lisa have been invited to that charity event multiple times. No one ever says they've donated to that charity multiple times. So they just go because they want to be in the know. They want to be next to the people. Have you ever donated anything? I want to see those receipts. We've seen the public tax returns. You and Harry Hamlin have never donated to this charity event. And I really don't see anything wrong with what Sutton said. But Sutton's like, you know what? If I humiliated you, I apologize. And I appreciate that because I can see how that could be humiliating to someone. Like, oh my God, no, she didn't bring this up. But she was trying to make a point. But I can agree with Sutton for apologizing. But you didn't. You didn't buy a ticket. You never bought a table. You may have been invited. I'm sure Elton would like for you to donate something, though. It's not like you guys are that poor, allegedly. You own millions of dollars on your home, allegedly. But anyways. Yes, guys. Hey, thank you to our moderators, guys. Let's get to 1,000 likes. We have over... How many people? We got over 1,500 people watching on multiple platforms. We appreciate you guys here. Be sure to like the video if you haven't already. We are taking callers. I'm going to bring up Kari next for a quick comment. What's going on, Kari?
Hey, Kempire.
What's going on?
So I just wanted to start off with Kathy Hilton. From last night. You aging like an expired raisin wrapped in a molded banana. Keep Lizzo and an Oscar award winning Gabrielle Sidibe name out your mouth. Y'all be saying Precious, but be talking about her like she not a real person. Focus on your doctor injecting you with orange juice instead of Botox. Thank you. PK picking Erica after Pennygate and Maurice picking Dorit after Kyle with all the cheating rumors. That's interesting, ain't it? Real interesting. Erica, there's a difference between having a good time and being a sloppy drunken pillhead with no boundaries or couth. There's a huge difference. I don't think you are aware of that though, because you are just a drunken pillhead. Anyway, Cal, you became everything you said OVP was. Instead of being desperate to keep a diamond, desperately check your friend into rehab, or take Renna to give that baboon his lips back. I know he miss him. Son, this a short book because Lisa Rinna can barely read. And that's that.
All right, Kari. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
Slaying. And slaying per usual. Okay, let me say thank you. We got a couple of super chats. Angelin, thank you so much for the super chat. Angelin says, not to be insensitive, but Bravo is using a formula. I'm watching Roni. Oh, it's using a formula. I'm watching Roni and Jules. You remember Jules from Roni was the eating disorder story on season 8, and it was very similar situation. Well, you think they would have learned on how to have this all play out? Mander, thank you so much for the super chat. Mander says, Renna needs to consult Eileen about how to handle the bereavement. She lost so many members of her family and didn't act hard with others. Like, I mean, I don't see any difference in how Lisa Renna is acting this season versus Lisa Renna and how she acts all the time, to be honest with you. Okay, let's take some more callers, guys. Let me bring up Wendy next. What's going on, Wendy? Wendy, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not going to talk about multiple people. I just want to talk about Sutton.
Okay.
You know, she's Southern. So her tagline says it. If you want to hang with her, you better mind your manners. Because we Southern people, we are mannerable. Now, she has receipts. That's all she needs. If you have the receipts, she can back up what she says with her receipts. And I am done. I love you, Kempire. You make my work day go by fast.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Wendy, for calling in.
And in my head, you're my best friend. Okay, I just want to say that.
Oh, okay, and I love that. Thank you, Wendy.
All right.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. I love when you guys say that too. Shout out to Wendy Williams. All right. Let's get some more callers because you know what time it is. It's almost 2:00. My fasting has ended and I'm hungry. But it's all right. We only have a couple more callers backstage. We got Joanna, we got Easter. They will be our final callers. Replay crew, I want to know your thoughts. What did you think of this episode? Was it as boring as everyone has been saying? What did you think about Lisa Renna and her saying that it was the whole, her mom's things being delivered to her home, and that's what sparked her reaction to Sutton? And what do you think about what people are saying that Sutton isn't bringing it this season? Sutton isn't, she doesn't have a backbone. Let's have that conversation, all right? But don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, Joanna, I'm going to bring you up next. What's going on, Joanna?
Hey, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. At work a little bit, just a little bit. First of all, I ain't seen no shimmies. Second of all, Sutton's Virgo is Virgoing, but it's not Virgoing enough.
Oh.
As a Virgo myself, stop hating on us, by the way. She does keep her receipts, so that's the analytical side of us, but also that IDGAF side needs to go and come out of Sutton because we're nice and calm and we'll, give you the facts. But once you start acting that crazy, once you go low, like we are not Michelle Obama. We way more like Candy. That Taurus, yeah, if you go low, I'm going to hell. I'm going under hell. You're going to wish you never bothered me. You're going to wish you never said anything to me. You're going to wish you would have just left me alone and let me be my sweet Southern self. Because you could have left me alone.
This is true.
That's it.
All right, Joanna, thank you so much for calling in, per usual.
You're welcome. Go get you a snack. I'm going to go get me some lunch, too, as soon as I leave this place.
Okay, bye, Joanna. Joanna was with us last night, too, during our TikTok watch party, guys. If you're not following me on TikTok, at TheKempire, we have watch parties. We will have a watch party probably Sunday, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Married to Medicine. I say probably because never quote me because it is the weekend. Sometimes I need to take a moment to myself. Sometimes for my own mental health, I need to check out of social media too. So just keep that in mind. But I'm usually pretty consistent. I'm a Taurus. I'm usually very consistent. So, but I'm just giving you a heads up. It is the weekend. It's the summer. It's August. Hello. Can I enjoy my summer? Why am I fighting with you guys and you're not even fighting with me? All right. Our final caller is going to be Easter. Love the name Easter.
Thank you.
What's going on?
I just want to let you know, Kempire, that Sophia said hell no to working for Miss Millie. She was not going to work for Miss Millie. That's her name.
Yes. I was like, wait, what were we talking about? The color purple.
And the old pictures that they showed of Diana, she looks completely different. She looks like a young, old version of Kathy Hilton now. It's my own.
A young, old.
But anyway. And I think that Kathy, I'm gonna give Kathy a pass because I think she might be suffering from like a memory issue, like Alzheimer's or dementia. But as I come to think about it, she might be suffering from some visual issues too, since she thought that Gabrielle was actually her sister. So,
Garcelle, you mean?
Garcelle, yes. And I think that might be it. Go eat your food.
Thank you so much, Issa, for calling in. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye. For those of you that missed it, at the top of the show, we were talking about the cringeworthy moment with Kathy Hilton on Watch What Happens Live and her mixing up Lizzo for Precious. And I pointed out to you, Precious is a character. I'm not sure she was referring to Gabourey Sidibe, a name that should be trending today, but I see Lizzo's trending. Shout out to Lizzo, though. Lizzo's my Taurus sister. Her new album's fire. Check that out if you haven't. She's not paying me, but she should. I'm joking. But the album is good. So is Beyonce's album. Here we are talking about Beyonce again, is what it is. All right. Here are my final thoughts. Let me get out of this thing. Hold on. Where do I go? All right. Final thoughts. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Happens every single Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. PST. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to like us on Facebook, TheKempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. Also follow us on Twitter at TheKempire. I'm almost at 8,000 followers there, or I might be at 8,000 right now. Follow me there. Be sure to check out everything that you missed yesterday. We covered Mike Tyson. We covered Annie from Young, Famous and African. We covered, I saw there's a Britney Spears story today, but I'm at this, look, I have a lot of things going on, y'all. I still need to rewatch Real Housewives of Dubai before we recap it at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. You still have time to do that. I will see you guys then. Thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat. We appreciate you supporting the channel any way that you can. We appreciate everyone that sends in Cash Apps, Venmos, PayPals. Thank you. And of course, thank you to our moderators, guys. Don't forget to send love to our moderators. Thank you to our moderators for being here. And I will see all of you guys during our Real Housewives of Dubai watch party. Let's get out of here with Echo, Tongue Tied. And guys, if you haven't voted already, first of all, let me see what the final results were. So the final results of our poll was that 47% of you voted that this episode was rated between 4 and 6. 43% rated it between 7 and 10. Honestly, it was a nothing episode for me. I probably would give it more a 6 than anything. But that's not because of people like Lisa Rinna. Sorry. All right. I'm going to end the poll. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you guys later on today. I'm going to go grab something to eat. Be blessed. Put on your sunblock and stay hydrated with the coldest water bottle. Just saying. Thank you to everyone for being here. I will see you guys later. Bye.
tongue tied.